Welcome. Bom dia e sejam bem-vindos ao Porto. I think you need to hear a few also Portuguese words because we are in Portugal. And I hope you had some possibility to already see this wonderful city, if not in the next days. So my name is Marijana Sreckovic. I'm the EC3 2025 Conference Chair. And it's really a great pleasure for me to be standing here. It's really an honor, I must say. And we have really an absolute great opportunity to host this conference together, co-joined with the CIB W78. You see the colleagues here standing on stage, and they will say a few words later. So just to give you a short overview of what has already happened here, last week the summer school started and was performed during the whole week. My colleague will say a few words more later. And also the LDAC Conference. So we were very, very busy already for 1 week, and we are expecting as well a very fruitful and very interesting and inspiring week starting from today. So in that sense, I would like to ask also my colleague, Pedro Mêda, my co-chair, to say a few words as well about Porto. Thank you.
Too fast.
Sorry. Why it's not going? Where to?
There.
Yeah.
Oops. Mess it up already, which is good.
That's the first thing you've ever messed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Had to happen.
Had to happen. Yeah.
No, but why is it not? Here. No, but
No.
It's showing something else. Can you please fix it?
Okay. Okay. Now it's good. Now it's good. I usually speak freely, but today I wanted I wrote some things not to mess up and not to take too much time. So, hello, good morning. It's a pleasure to be here, and it is lovely to see so many faces, known and others new faces. Porto is a multidimensional city, rich in history and culture. It offers numerous highlights for all its visitors, and I would say almost as numerous as the number of people gathered here today. Quite impressive. Porto is also a city of bridges, and we are gathering here to bridge different research domains, meet and talk with people from all around the world, and attend this collocated conference of EC3 and CIB W78. In this spirit of multiculturalism and connections, I would like to wish you all an excellent event, full of exchange of impressions, mutual enrichment, and of course, having the opportunity to try out and experience the gastronomy and the hospitality of this city. Thank you for coming to Porto. Have a wonderful conference and days here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Pedro. So I would like now to invite our colleague from the summer school to give us a few words. Thank you very much. It's Weiwei Chen.
Okay. Thank you, Marijana. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Weiwei Chen from University College London. I was very glad to organize this EC3 Summer School this year with the chair, Dr. Karen Blay from Loughborough University. And this year, the EC3 Summer School, totally we got 54 registration and 45 attendance finally. And the summer school lasted the whole week from Monday to Friday. And we were very glad to invite non-keynote speaker from the academia and the industry, including Professor Andrew Bowman, Professor Raphael Sachs, etc. And finally, we get the very positive feedback from the students. And the whole week is our very engagement, and also finally the presentation from students was very nice. And finally, on Friday, we got the very nice gala dinners in the city. And thank you, everyone, and I hope you enjoy the conference in this week. Thank you.
Thank you, Weiwei. Please, Professor Pieter Pauwels, regarding the Linked Data Conference.
Hi everybody, it's good to be here. I hope you have the same feeling. This is, by the way, this is a very large stage. So for anybody presenting, think which staircase you're gonna take. It's a while. I'm really happy to be here. I'll just give a few words on the linked data workshop that we had last week. I must say it's also, they are two long weeks, really. So we have had the whole summer school last week. We had LDAC last week. This week we have the conference. It feels like a restart in a restart. We're just starting, and it's really nice to see so many faces here at the event. For the linked data workshop, I'm wondering if there are some linked data people in the room. Anybody still here? There is a few in the back. Okay, and here, Andre, great. So the linked data workshop, for those who don't know, so on the left you see the combined group of linked data workshop and summer school. We were 50 plus 50, give or take, so we were a bit more than 100 people. And we have had two brilliant keynotes, one from some person called Jakob Beetz, I think he's here on my left. And then I also had the first workshop was on the trust data streams. And we had this room full of our participants. The sessions are slightly different, so we had 24 minutes presentations. And then it has included 50 minutes of talking, which means you have to say also the details of your implementations, and you have also all the technical questions right after. So we had really nice 2 days and a half. And we have, of course, our best paper awardee, which is Lucas Kerner. He's all the way there, so he's still around. And I believe that Jirki will also be here these days. So he's also part of the same paper and was awarded with the best paper award. Maybe, and then maybe if I can still use some time. So we also had a session in the end about what we'll do with the linked data workshop. It's the 13th event since 2012. We've been doing this, and we're trying to recycle and operate for the next versions. What we will do, how will we handle paper submissions and presentations, and if we will make it more of a workshop, and whether we will have a summer school hackathon event next year. We are still looking into this. I'm not going to do this now. But that's something that I also want to thank those in the audience who actually participated for that part. And I hope to see also plenty of linked data papers in the next few days, and I'm sure they are there. And that's it, I believe. Thank you very much.
Yes, and of course the EC3 Conference is part of the bigger organization, which is called European Council on Computing and Construction. So I would like to ask the chairman of the board of the EC3 to come up to the stage and say a few words. Thank you very much.
Super. Good morning, everybody. I'm James O'Donnell from University College Dublin in Ireland. It's really fantastic to see you all here this morning, and I really hope you have a productive and enjoyable conference. Just a couple of notes here on EC3, and I think this community is growing. It's growing quickly and based on high quality and interactive engagements. And I think it's a fantastic opportunity for us to meet each other again and also to welcome new community members into our group. So I really encourage you to go and meet maybe 3, 4, 5 new people each day you're here. See what connections you can make, and you never know what comes out of it. I think it would be amiss of me to neglect the considerable efforts of the conference committees, and I really I know how much work is involved, and I just say to the conference committee, thank you very much wholeheartedly from everybody in EC3. Thank you. Another part of the EC3 community is the technical committees, of which there are 4. So we have you'll hear a little bit more about those in a few minutes' time. We have the Educational Committee, the Modelling and Standards Committee, the Data Sensing and Analysis Committee, and the Human Data Interaction Committee. They will meet this evening. 3 of those committees will meet this evening at 4 p.m. If you're wondering what they're about or interested in working and networking in those particular domains, please go to the committee meeting and see how you can contribute. It is very much worthwhile, and it is the core technical part of EC3 as an organization. I just have 2 more quick announcements. EC3, I mentioned, is growing, and over the summer months, Dimos and I will compile a description for a new international relations officer. So it'll be a board member who will be responsible for sponsorship and industry engagement and international relations. So it's something we feel the community would benefit from, and that will be an open announcement, and we'll be very interested in people who would like to apply for that position. Okay, and also in 2028, the role of EC3 Treasurer will be renewed. Pieter Pauwels really has done a phenomenal job. It's a 10-year position. Peter's been the heart and soul of EC3. It feels like he nearly organizes a conference on an annual basis. He has done so much work for the organization. I'd just like to say, Peter, thank you very much for your ongoing efforts. So you can see that we're trying to plan well in advance, and we will be announcing a call for treasurer as well to start in 2028. So we think maybe 1 to 2 years of just shadowing Peter and see what he does would be appropriate for the role in question. So just please keep those in mind. If there's something you'd be interested in, let us know. And I think for both of those roles, you would need to be an academic staff member at a European institution. Okay, so listen, I wish you all an excellent conference, and enjoy. Hope it's productive. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, James. So a few words from my side regarding how big actually this event has grown. I must honestly say that I was surprised, I think also my colleagues, that it would be in such a great, let's say, interest to be here, which is, of course, for us a great honor. And just a little bit of history, this co-joint conference with the EC3 Conference and CIB W78 started actually 2 years ago. So now we think maybe making it a tradition because the second event, which takes place every 2 years, yes, has attracted a lot of you, which is really, really an honor for us, as mentioned. So this is a short overview that this event is not only anymore a European event, as you can see. We are almost a worldwide event or more international event, which is really great. And looking at the number of participants that are now here or will be during this week is 291, which is really a big number. Then also countries represented are 41. And just to give you some kind of relation, last year it was an event only from the EC3. We had 30 countries. And now with this co-joint effort, we have 41, which is something I think that we can be proud of. And as you can see, it's like from all different kinds of countries that I'm not going to say now. So in that sense, I would like to invite the co-chairs, or Professor Jakob Beetz and Professor Jenn McArthur, to say a few words about the CIB. Thank you.
Thank you. So what most of you in this room probably don't know is that as far as we're concerned, you're all members of CIB W78. So when you see on your agenda that we have a meeting for the council, please join us. Right? I randomly wandered into one about 8 years ago, found an amazing community, and have been coming to every conference ever since, and I can't encourage you enough to come. So please, everybody's welcome. So who is CIB? Who is W78? So CIB was started in 1953, came out of the Conseil National de Bâtiment, and it's really focused on everything about buildings. W78 was actually started in 1983, so we're in our 42nd year now. And that's actually the Committee for IT in Construction, which is very broad. Basically everything BIM, linked data, data streaming, data modeling, digital twins. You all know why you're here. But it's really great, and like Marijana was saying, this is our second time doing the conference together. We did it a couple years ago back in Crete, and it was brilliant. So we just wanted to give you a quick welcome.
Yes. Hi, also welcome from my side. One of the things that we do, that we try to encourage more and more also younger researchers, is one of the awards is the Chuck Eastman Best PhD Paper Award, which is going to be determined and finalized during the conference, including the presentations. There's going to be a couple of more awards at the end of the session. Jenn and I are new co-chairs. We lost a significant member, Robert Amer, who sits here out in front, who has been doing this job for a long time. Maybe we're going to hear some more about that during the conference. And so it's really a great pleasure to be together with the EC3 guys, because this is also visible in coming up with other conferences and aligning with other conferences. We were in Morocco with Building Smart International last year. We're going to be in Delhi next week. There's a long-standing agreement between EC³, the EC³, conference, not to be in Europe in that year when the EC³, is. So we're bouncing all over the planet. During this bouncing, we are doing the core of the business. Is really what the hotel staff here announced. I don't know what I printed 2 posters for, just because it's the same event, right? CIB is about coming up with tight-knit networks of people and integrating and working together. So that I just could print one poster. And with that, thank you and see you all over the next few days. And I'll hand back to Marijana.
Thank you, Jakob. Thank you, Jenn. So I'm now handing off to my great team member, Ekaterina Petrova, who's the program chair. She will give you some introduction about the paper status and program and so on. Thank you very much, Ekaterina.
Good morning. Great pleasure to also welcome you as a program chair, and I would like to give you an insight into what we have in store for you over the next 4 days. But the program is actually all of you and your contributions. So of course, applause to all of you for the very hard work over the past 8 months or so, where we were going through the rigorous peer review process and preparation, making it all the way until now. I must say at the time that we of course knew that we would be co-located with CIB W78 this year. We expected great interest. But I must say it has been an overwhelmingly great interest, and we received almost 260 submissions, out of which you will see 195 presented during this conference, spread over 34 sessions, 4 days with 4 parallel sessions each, which I believe is really a great example of a scale that we have been working towards over the past few years, and of course the result of this tight knitting effort together with CIB this year as well. So besides that, I would also like to point your attention to the poster session. We have also received 40 extended abstracts, out of which 24 were accepted for presentation at the poster session, which will happen together with the opening reception today. So please, I welcome you to interact with those authors and give them your guidance. Many of them are junior researchers, so they would very much appreciate your attention. And besides that, we also have 5 technical workshops that I will give you a little bit more detail in a bit. The program is accessible on the website. The papers are also downloadable there, so of course you are welcome to browse those. As you know, most of you, those of you that have been at least submitting contributions, you know that we have 10 scientific tracks. And these 10 scientific tracks, of course, hold the different contributions in terms of topical distribution. but they have been arranged in 34 topical sessions, very often also across the tracks, because we saw very similar contributions within the AI domain or linked data domain and so on in different tracks. So it's very good to see this multidisciplinary translation also across the 10 tracks that we have. Besides the program online, as previously, we also have the conference app, Conference for Me app, which you can download. Again, sessions and the papers themselves are accessible also through the app. And of course, this is also something that we will be updating live as we go. So should there be any change happening, it will be, of course, reflected both on the website program and on the app. One thing that I should mention is, of course, all of this effort is for something. So you know that you went through a rigorous peer review process. We have almost 24% rejection rate this year. So really, our utmost purpose is to safeguard the quality of the contributions. The best paper, as traditionally, the EC3 Best Paper Award is done as a keynote presentation, and this you will also see in a bit. This is also the crown jewel of the opening plenary. But besides that, all accepted papers will be published in the ISBN numbered conferences. They receive a DOI and they are Scopus indexed. So this is, of course, a reward for all of the effort in terms of publishing a contribution. And finally, also traditionally, looking back at previous editions of EC3, selected highly ranked papers will also be invited to expand their contribution for consideration for publication in automation in construction. So, besides the paper presentations, of course, I would like to give you a summary of what else we have in store for you. Already tomorrow morning, I would like to invite you to please not miss the first session of the day, because I can promise you that we have something fantastic in store. An interactive panel discussion that has not happened until now, and I believe will not happen in the same form ever again. So this will be reflections on decades of information in construction, as well as paving a path forward. And we have several contributors here, so please don't miss the first plenary session tomorrow by no means. Besides that, traditionally as well, as part of EC3, we have the Thesis in 3 competition. We have 23 competitors this year that will compete for winning the Thesis in 3 award, so please go visit these as well. And besides this, of course, the poster session that I mentioned, and as you can see, we have a rich variety of technical workshops that will be also spread throughout the program, so you are also invited to attend these. Finally, the CIB W78 community meeting, which is open to the community, so please attend that as well and hear the discussions on the development or future developments of the community. And as James mentioned previously, a very important part of the work around EC3 is that of the technical committees. You will see the technical committee meetings happening later today. But before that, what I would like to do is to invite the representatives of the technical committee meetings to give you a short speech about each of the 4 committees. And the first one, I would like to invite Dr. Diego Calvetti from the Human Data Interaction Committee to give you the short pitch about the HDI committee.
Hello everyone, here to talk about our committee. Then I will deliver an overview about what is our committee. I will talk about the members. They are key for the development of this committee. I will provide you for some outcomes and also talk about the track. As you saw, we have a HDI track that was very well succeeded. And we will have this meeting that will deliver some kind of a workshop today. In God we trust. Yes. Our authors must bring data. Yes. Jesus data, we trust. Human data, let's check again. But everything nowadays is around data. And in our committee, we set the HDI in the building environment. And I prompted this figure in the artificial intelligence, and that makes sense. Our researchers and practitioners are always chasing data, okay? In the built environment that was made by humans, for be used by humans, and everything we are chasing is data. Our mission is to talk with academia, talk with industry, talk with policymakers to bring this foundation about HDI, that pillars, that principles that will make, because many times when we are researchers, we are eager to do a proof of concept and publish a paper, but to transform that in a solution, in the future, you should care about how to deliver that, how to transform that proof of concept, beautiful in a paper, to a solution. And the base to do that could be, I rather to say, the HDI. So the scope of our committee is to lead this debate, to provoke this debate, to try to change the mindset also in the academia, the relevance about the HDI, providing roadmaps, conference papers, journal papers, and lectures for our brilliant committee. We have, as the board, we change place each year. Nowadays, I'm the chair. We have Mahir as the vice chair and Chang as the secretary. That began with Professor Mohammed Kassam, our past chair. Here, Anna Hoxing was also past chair, and we got the pleasure to work with Jenny Lee. Jenny Lee is still engaged in our committee. Thank you for everything, but she is now the past chair, very activity. And I think that is also worth to highlight. We have many people here in the conference from our committee. Dimus, Xiang, that I told you, Nick is here, Kay, Hanjish, Alex. Yeah? And we have more people that were not able to attend, Gobin, Dragana, Peter, Sum, and May. But please, you are welcome to come, and I will advertise our workshop and talk with us and try to engage, because there is always room for people motivated to research on that subject, that broad subject. Okay, some outcomes, we released last year a white paper. We did a webinar, as I told you, many contributions in the conferences, also journal papers. I will talk in a few about the tracks. We will have 2 sessions. And just something interesting to highlight, many times we bound together in our committee chasing projects, okay? Many times people call us to be part of the consortium doing this expertise in the HDI. That is something we try to promote with your committee. So that was the first time we got this track, and you can please take a look in the papers, go to the presentation to have some discussion with the authors and the audience. Today, we will have the first session. I think it is 2 p.m. after lunch, and Wednesday, 11 o'clock morning, okay? That is, we are chasing to deliver this. We will slight change. Usually we have a meeting. The idea this year is to deliver a workshop when we can debate and discuss about HDI and make you be part of that idea with us, okay? I have the opportunity to share this workshop with Kay, Jenny, Hanjif, Dimus, Alex, and Xiang, okay? This is the agenda. Please come. We will deliver this in a, I think, meaningful way to you to understand our ideas, and mostly, it's not only lectures, we will exchange knowledge there, okay? Thank you very much. Come today, and keep in touch. We are eager to welcome you. Thank you.
Thank you, Diego. And on behalf of the Education Committee, I would like to invite Dr. Pablo Martinez Rodriguez to give an introduction.
Good morning. I promise I'll be a lot shorter than Diego. I promise I will be just 1 minute. So on behalf of Karen Blay, who sadly cannot be here today, she just recently left Porto, I'll be introducing a little bit what we do in the Education Committee. So we have a responsibility, as all of us, we do in education, towards computing in construction. And we do promote research around that area and innovation around that area for all matters that are relevant to education. So we do have, in the scope of what we do, to review current practice, to understand how we teach computing in construction, and we do evaluate the current educational programs, and I will talk about that very soon because we're doing a very extensive effort on that area right now that I will ask pretty much everybody on this committee, on EC3 and both CIB W78 to commute and to talk to us about it. So we are looking for new members always. Please do join us in the educational committee that happens at 4 p.m. So don't go to Pedro or to Diego, come to us, okay? It's more important. So as I said, the chair currently is Karen Blay. Our past chair that did a lot of work, Yanis, which I don't think is here this time. And on behalf of some of our members that are around here, we definitely need some more support to basically do a proper job in regards to education. So as he said, we're currently running a survey across Europe on which programs actually are teaching actively computing in construction. And it's an effort that we're trying to assess how much are we actually doing into it, how are we doing it, to try to get best practice out of it, and to try to understand if we're actually doing enough to cover the industry needs on that area. So I will keep this for 30 seconds longer, but I will basically bother each one of you in the room today about this, so that I hope that I can get enough engagement so I can get a large scale of numbers and answers around this topic. This is very important for the educational committee in trying to assess whether in Europe we're actually teaching enough or not teaching enough, and how are we doing it. And obviously, feel free to contact Karen, which sadly, as I said, she's not here. But please email her if you're interested in joining the committee formally, and we will try to assess that even before today. So Karen is not here, but she will be attending the meeting virtually later on today. So feel free to come with us. That's it on our side. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And on behalf of the Data Sensing and Analysis Committee, I would like to invite Dr. Silvia Machini to give also a pitch of the technical committee.
Good morning, everyone. I am Silvia Meschini from the University of Turin, and today I want to share with you what the Data Sensing and Analysis Committee is doing. This committee is under renovation, and the new chair is Lavinia Chiara Tagliabue, my professor, who was not able to be there, so I'm substituting her. And we have other members, the professor Alessandro Carbonari from UniPM, and Isaac Sharptai, me, and Alessandra Corneli. And we are looking for new members for this committee, which is under renovation, as said. So this is a technical committee which focuses on turning sensitive data from the built environment into actionable intelligence. So we aim for a multidisciplinary approach which tackles the intersection of technology, urban system, and human-centered design. So we deal with a lot of things, starting from urban sensing technologies, digital twins, AI sensors, and until the data governance and ethical problems. In 2025, it was published the first white paper of this committee, identifying the major gaps and also the foundational ideas to unlock the potential of smart urban data, which are very important nowadays. So the objective in 2025 is to update, the main objective is to update this white paper to reflect the advances in AI, digital twins and other technologies. We also aim to expand this to the stakeholder engagement, so citizens, startups, cooperatives and so forth. And we also aim to bridge research and the implementation across EU-funded projects such as Horizon and also the Green Deal. So we promote ethical, transparent and resilient urban data ecosystem. This matters because nowadays cities are equipped with a lot of sensor networks, and we have a lot of data which can be exploited. But the paradox is that the 19% of data collected nowadays are not exploited. So we aim to turn the passive sensing into active intelligence for the built environment, a smarter and a resilient built environment. So the main actions of this committee are three: enabling technologies, which are LiDAR, AI, wearable sensor, and so forth. Digital twins, which are, of course, very important nowadays. And we also aim to engage the citizens, the people, because data without people are not so valuable, so they have not so much value. So we aim to update the white paper said before, and we also want to open to new technologies involving standards and also interoperability, climate resilience, and also focusing on system to monitor digital carbon emissions, the carbon emissions to predict the consumption and so forth. So we are looking for new members, and today we have the meeting for this committee at 4 p.m. and we hope you will reach us. Thank you for the attention.
And last but not least, of course, I would like to invite Dr. Erdogan Akbari to give a short pitch on behalf of the Modeling and Standards Committee.
Hello everyone, we are Modeling and Standards Committee. Our agenda is to advance any aspects that is related to modeling and standards within the EC3. We have 4 active projects. Some of you may have already used the open tools that we have out there. The first project is BIM Standards Landscape Explorer. We have our first paper today about that, so we invite you at 12:15 in the knowledge representation track to come and listen how we are extending this prototype. Then we have a technical committee like any other today at 4 p.m., which we invite you to see all of the things that we are going to do in the next year, and the call for new talented people to join our projects. Tomorrow again at 12:15 we will have another project that is called Built Environment Ontology Lookup Service. It's a massive effort by our team. And we also have a technical meeting later tomorrow that we really invite you to join, because we want to understand what other people think about what we did and how we can collaboratively advance this project. So this is overall some of our scopes. We have 2 other projects that we had already a call for people, and we received some CVs. I know that you're somewhere here. So it's about circular economy, and the other one is about BIM GIS. These are overall the standards that we are interested in and the scope of our project. So with that, I end my short pitch, and thank you.
Okay, and finally, at least on my side, as I mentioned, all of the other effort does not go unnoticed or ungranted. So in that sense, I would like to give you a short overview of all of the awards that we will hand out this week. On the side of EC3, we have the Shearer Award that is awarded to an active or former officer for outstanding service to the community. We have the Thorpe Medal to all authors of a journal paper that has been published in the last 12 months for an outstanding academic contribution. We have the EC3 Smith Prize as well, which is for outstanding contributions to education. The EC3 Best Paper, of course, award, and as Jakob mentioned, the Charles Eastman Best PhD Paper Award. So all of you PhDs presenting during the conference have an idea that there are people lurking out there and looking at your presentations, and we will have that award also given later this week. Besides that, we have the Best Poster Award based on the session today, and finally, the Thesis in 3 competition winner. Most awards will be given during the gala dinner, but already today, as I mentioned, it is EC3's tradition that the plenary talk is the Best Paper Award. And without further ado, I would like to actually introduce our EC3 Best Paper Award winner this year. Each year, the Best Paper Award recognizes a contribution which aims not only to advance the field technically in the domain of computing and construction, but also demonstrates creativity, rigor, real-world relevance, and also in this sense, this year's honored work tackles a challenge that has real impact as it addresses an issue that affects millions around the world, and that is safe and independent navigation for blind and visually impaired people. It's a very elegant integration of building information modeling, real-time path planning, AI text-to-speech, spatial audio through a smartphone interface. And with that, the paper presents a solution that operates without the need for pre-installed infrastructure. So it's truly a leap forward in accessibility and digital construction as well as their interface. So combining innovation with impact, it really reflects the very best of what we believe our community strives to achieve. And without further ado, it is my pleasure to announce the winner of this year's EC3 Best Paper Award, which is Leonardo Messi, Massimo Vaccarini, Francesco Speni, Rocco De Paro, and Leonardo Bini for the paper integrating BIM-based path planning with audio-augmented reality navigation assistant for blind and visually impaired people. Please applause.